Oh, the zombies outside are frightful, and the Nazis are so insightful. And since we're all stuck in the snow, bring a blade to this bloody, bloody show. No, seriously, dead snow.
This is the Unsung Cinematics Podcast, where we review some of the best kept secrets in TV and film. Your hosts, Stuart and Rostislav, present you with a misunderstood movie to see if it deserves the title of being unsung.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to this episode titled Dead Snow of the Unsung Cinematics Podcast. This would be episode number 34 or episode 9 of season 2, depending on how you look at it. Here I am again today with Rosto, who picked this bloody, bloody movie.
Hi, Stu. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, hello.
I think Frank Sinatra would be proud of you, of your zombie version of his Christmas song.
Right.
But that's fine. Yeah, I picked this movie. You know, like when sometimes you have zombie mood movies, so you go to Google and you just type in, let's say, the best zombie movie in 2000s, let's say, or whatever. And I came up with, and this movie popped up, and I kind of got interested. It's a Norwegian slasher.
Slasher horror comedy.
Slasher horror comedy. It's kind of interesting idea, the whole Nazi zombie and combination. So I kind of got interested, and I watched it, and I did like it. So yeah, today's episode it's a Norwegian movie that's Snow. Movie is from 2009.
Yeah.
And well, now famous Tommy Wirkola did directed this movie and also wrote this movie together with Thomas Eugen and Harald Svart. Well, distribution was done through IFC Films. There was very limited distribution in US for a few months, and then it went straight to DVD basically. They got to US through Sundance Festival, of course. They actually got even some. They won award on some unknown to me, some Australian horror festival, but otherwise they were nominated mostly. The movie is fairly short. It's just 1 hour and 28 minutes runtime.
Well, yeah, comedy slasher is I can't see them going not much longer than that.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to go any further, and there is a little bit of disconnect in regards to budget, because Wikipedia says it's 2 million budget. On the other hand, the IMDb says it's $800,000.
Right. They probably didn't include the advertising and other stuff on top of it.
But yeah, but all in all, it's a low budget movie for sure. I mean, now it's just normal to throw 100 millions to movie, and they spend just 800,000, or let's say 1 million, and they still did an amazing job with that money, So it's something to worth talk about, I guess.
Oh, for
especially
sure.
for fans of gory stuff, because there is lots of gore, of course. Lots of ketchup, I like to say, the fake blood.
So did you pick this movie because Iron Sky number 3 hasn't been released yet, and we're kind of been itching to do a review of something similar to that?
Yeah,
but we just kind of couldn't wait any longer.
Yeah, exactly. I was in the mood for some Scandinavian slasher, some weirdness, and I just wanted to see something different from Hollywood, from British world, and so on. That was my idea, to watch
Yeah,
something different,
good. It's a good pick for
and and,
sure
and
to
it
break
worked.
everything
It
up.
worked. It worked.
Oh, it
That's
did
for
work.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about a little more about the ratings and the viewership.
Rating IMDb rated it 6.3, general audience, Metascore 61%, tomato critics 68%, audience 56. So pretty low, and it's kind of a pity, like I think who is not really fan of horror movies or slashers or gore, they wouldn't watch it anyway. But the real fans, I kind of think they I kind of think they should appreciate this movie because it was really well done, to me at least.
Yeah, it was pretty half decent. I'm not going to necessarily compare it to Iron Sky, but but I think it's a worthy contender, perhaps.
Yeah, I would say it's a worthy contender, and obviously Tommy Wirkola, director, is a huge fan of slasher movies, of horrors, and he knows his job very well. And yeah, his idea was excellent. I mean, we can start to talk about directing a bit. I mean, he said himself, like, how to make these zombies even more evil, and he said, well, let's make them Nazis, and
Right.
plus typically in zombie movies you have two types of zombies, right? You have one type which are not really their fault, because they got it from some kind of virus or plague, and you can sometimes even feel sorry for those zombies, because they're actually sick people, right? But
Right.
These zombies, they were cursed. Actually, they are like pure evil.
Oh yeah, they were definitely
So
evil.
they are infected with those evil spirits, and they
Well,
just go around and
from my understanding, he mixed the classical zombie type with what is a Norwegian. I don't know if you saw this, but they're called Draugs or something to that effect, or like an old mythical creature in Norway
yeah,
mythology.
it's
Don't know too much about them personally, but
Norwegian folklore saying that these spiritual beings kind of mm, goes inhabitate to some graves of the rich people where there is maybe some treasure, some gold, and so on, and they obsessively, uh, trying to protect these riches. So yeah, it's kind of mixture with the Norwegian folklore or mythology, and on top of it, those Nazis, it's not just regular Nazis, it's Einsaits. Einsaits. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but these are simply the uh, kill commandos founded by Reinhard Heydrich for extermination of the Jews, intellectuals, gypsies, and so on. Just basically taking care of the killing.
the most
Those
evil
were
of the evil Nazis. They weren't just
yeah,
following orders; they were given the orders.
exactly. And so practically psychos. So you you can give any sympathy to the zombies for sure. You just need to fight for them.
That's right.
So
And boy, was
so
there a lot of fighting in this movie.
there was. I mean, but it was just correct. Like first half an hour, it was kind of for audience to know the characters, to get familiar with the faces and so on, with the story. And then after half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, I think. Then there was like constant action,
Yeah.
guts, brains, and everything else. It was just they just got unleashed, and then it got really interesting.
You can listen to the full free version of this episode by searching for Unsung Cinematics on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app. You can also visit our website at studiostation.xyz for the full episodes and our episode guides.